Asterix Obelix XXL2 is a port of a PS2 game. And it plays like a PS2 game. A bad PS2 game. It's a very, very simple brawler where you walk around and you punch some Romans. And it's not very nice looking. And you just kind of wander about and you can break boxes to get helmets to spend on things. And there's some incredibly light puzzle solving along lines of like standing on switches to open doors. And I think this is where I actually want to go to show off how terrible the combat is. Because the combat is just dreadful. You've got a punch, which you can then mash. You've got a kick that stuns things, so you can then pick them up. And you've got a jump. And you can swap characters. And that's pretty much it. But everything about this just feels bland to play. The music's terrible. And it regularly does things like this, where it walks you in an arena until you've defeated 70 bad guys. And the game itself is very simple. It's very hard to die. But the frame rate is still choppy and bad, despite the fact it's a simplistic looking game. Assets often load in just off screen, so you can turn the camera quickly to see stuff glitching in. And the entire time you're fighting, it only seems to play one tune, which has some really weird chanting in it. And probably the nicest thing about it is the fact it has a lot of needless video game references, like these guys who are dressed like Ryu and can throw fireballs, which I've already fought a whole bunch of, so I don't really know why there was a cutscene to introduce them, but hey. Oh, we've got a Dragon Punch as well, look at that. And then there's these guys that look like Mario who've got flood in their backpack, because that's probably around about the time the game first came out. And then they can't hurt you, but they can shoot water at you. That's really annoying because it pushes you around and interrupts your combos. And you can play as either character. There's some light puzzle solving where there's things like Obelix is fat so he can't get through a hole. So you have to go through it as Asterix and then you go back and open it for him. That's the sort of level of complexity this game has. And the camera is just awful. It regularly gets stuck behind things so you can't actually see where you are or what you're doing. And like, I've been doing this for several minutes now, of just jumping, mashing the square button, and I've only killed 35 of 70 guys. And this is just after I did a bit where I had to do this in the area before this and fight 70 guys, which took about 10 minutes because half of them were guys with shields you had to break before you could hit them. And I got to this area and I just said no, because I didn't want to play this anymore. It's just not great. Like, it's probably fine for younger kids if they're not easily frustrated because of stuff like camera controls or just doing the same thing over and over again. At least the intro video cutscene, even though it's ported directly from the PS2 game and looks like ass, has some of the humour of Asterix and Obelix in it, which wasn't terrible. But, I mean, look at this camera. You can't even see the guy who's throwing fireballs at me. And it's just this. This is the game. This is the entirety of the game. Is just beating up 7 billion Romans so that they fly out their shoes. And collecting hundreds of helmets so you can get through some doors and buy some upgrades. And I have no idea where the last guy is to be able to proceed. In other games, he might have, like, wandered towards me. So I could fight him. Oh, there he is there.
They're a bit disappointing, these Romans. I thought they were stronger than that.
Well done, well done. Look, I found out how to enter Little Venezia. You must get these bateau mouches working. Bateau mouche? Bit silly.
These Romans are crazy.
Yeah, there's a Sam Fisher guy who's your tutorial guide. See, there's lemmings on the bridge. It's another video game reference. There's so many like that. So do I not need to stay on that and jump up? Because I kind of thought that was what you're going for there, game. We just appear to be going around in a circle. The hypest gameplay.
Open the door, soldier. We have to get in.
Oh, and Asterix as well for some reason.
Stand back, Asterix. I'll pay him a visit. I'm going through the door.
Ain't gonna work, all, even if you had superhuman strength. Which I doubt seeing as this is real life. But even if you had such strength, it ain't gonna work. This door is indestructible. So come back when you've got the entrance fee. Cause this ain't gonna work.
The subtitles don't really match up with the videos either. Trophy earned, these Venetians are crazy. Yeah, I think I've kind of showed off enough of the game for you to have an idea of how this plays. Boringly. Badly. Poorly. Not very fun at all. These cutscenes have literally been the highlight.
Ave, Caesar!
Ave yourself, Centurion Larry Croft. So, what
See, he's like Lara Croft, except he's a guy.
Caesar. What good and what bad?
I don't much like my news to come in complimentary pairs, Larry Croft. It reminds me of those two Gauls, the little and the big one.
Funny you should say that, Caesar. Sam Schiffer has warned the Gauls of our operation. He's in Las Vegas as we speak with two Gauls.
By Jupiter! He's brought Asterix and Obelix!
I don't know their names, noble Caesar. There's a little one with a moustache and a big stripy one.
Does Obelix not have a moustache? I feel like Obelix has a moustache. Yeah, the little one with the moustache doesn't really narrow it down, buddy.
They have to be stopped by any means. Send out every available legion. By Mars, Larry Croft. Get up and go!
So when I say those have been the highlights, don't take that to mean that anything about this is good, like the fact that Obelix just teleported. But yeah, look, he's got a moustache as well. Saying a little guy with a moustache is it's not a way of describing Asterix. It's just a bad game. It's definitely not worth the asking price of €55 was its starting price. It doesn't even have 2-player. I have no idea why it doesn't even have 2-player. See, there's a kind of a Rayman-y guy on that. And there's a Pac-Man. And there's... oh dear. It's just not very good.